really love Genshin Impact, but I also think there are a few things that really just would make the game even better for me. Some of them are bigger systems, others are really small things that I would just love to see in the game. So I compiled 10 things in this list that I really would love to see one day in this game. First, a better treasure compass. I have 100% exploration in the whole map of Genshin Impact, which makes it nearly impossible for me to just stumble across another chest or time trial in the overworld by chance. But even the treasure compass doesn't really help me to find those last things that I'm missing, because it just doesn't show me buried treasures, puzzles, time trials, elemental monuments, sealies, treasure plates, rock piles, those cute little floaty thingies, or anything else but direct treasure chests. It would be amazing that as soon as the map shows you 100%, that the treasure compass starts also showing all the other stuff when it comes close to you. Oh, and the timer when you found something also really needs to be less. Maybe 10 seconds, but not 60 seconds. 2. A way to see real exploration progress. As we are on the topic of exploration, I really want to know if I have done everything there is in a region. A list of treasure chests, trials, and so on would be nice when you hit like 100%, just so that you can put your mind at ease that you have them all without going to the interactive map. And doing the cycle of, do I have this chest? Let me switch in game, walk there. Yeah, okay, I do. Mark as found. Okay, next chest. Let me go back in the game, walk over there. Oh, okay, I got that one too. Let me mark it. And that for all of this. We really just need an easier way to find everything. 3. A better co-op experience. The co-op is a system that has a bit of dust on it by now, and I do not mean the mini games that are co-op in events. I actually, for one, do not like those at all with strangers. But what I do love to do is doing stuff with my friends in the game. I just wish there would be more than helping them with bosses and farming for character materials. It would be cool if there would be an extern system to the Abyss that allows for 2 players without any rewards, so that people who want to treat the game as a single player only do not miss out on rewards. But people who just want to have fun and play with their friends around, well, they can. But even that wouldn't be enough. Maybe a few more general endgame modes that also have a co-op branch would be really cool. Like my next points. Point 4. Simulated universe. A system like the simulated universe of Honkai Star Rail. I really fell in love with that mode. I really like that I can, if I want, just go in there and mindlessly grind. Especially in Swarm Disaster and Golden Gears. It would be cool if something like that would also be released in Genshin, so that people who do want to play more can play more. The card system we have in the Abyss could actually probably be used for that already, just with more effects, different paths, like maybe Pyro, Hydro, Geo, or they could even do the Annihilation, Hunt, and Preservation, Abundance stuff from Honkai Star Rail, just renamed and reworked. It could buff, just as in Honkai Star Rail, different units and different aspects of their kit. Hunt could make attacks faster and cooldowns come back faster, Preservation makes shields stronger and make the enemies take damage while you have a shield, and so on. Point 5. Pure Fiction. Simulated Universe is not the only mode I would love to see in Genshin Impact, but also a similar mode to Pure Fiction. But instead of like Honkai Star Rail does it, to make a mode that puts light on the other type of DPS units, I want a mode that puts light on the support units. A mode that tests your buffers, your shielders, your healers would be kinda cool. But maybe not in a 2-week reset style, but more in a once per patch reset style. Because I know this doesn't interest most players. Most players are only interested in high damage numbers, not really their supports that much, if MMOs and hero shooters have taught me that much. Number 6. A training dummy. On the headquarters of the Knights of Favonius would be the perfect space for a training dummy that you could switch around for a DPS, tank, or healer dummy. World of Warcraft already has a system like that. You have dummies where you can test your DPS. A dummy that hits you back harder and harder while the time goes on for testing tanks, and a dummy that loses health all the time for testing your healers. In World of Warcraft you can see the stats then with an add-on that reads the DPS and HPS for you. But Genshin could just implement this feature on the dummy itself, or on an NPC that will tell you the results after, let's say, a 1 minute time period. Number 7. Artifact loadouts. Yes, I know the pain is still fresh from what we got but didn't want it. I still want to put this in here. I want to save, let's say, per character 1 or 2 artifact sets that I can just with one click put back on them, even when another character wears it at the moment. I have only one set of Flower of Paradise Lost, which means when I play my Hyperbloom team with Cookie, it's on her. When I play my Virgin team, it goes to Toma. When I just want to have fun and want to play my Raiden and Overworld with Hyperbloom, it goes to her. And it's always annoying to go to all the artifacts, slot them to the character, and fix it later again. Number 8. Character menu order. This is a problem that probably not many people have. But in the end, I want to gear all my characters, which means I need to farm multiple sets of the same artifact sets, which makes this a chaos for me. I favorited all characters that I still need to work on and unfavorited the ones that are the ones I am happy with. But now let's say I did farm for the emblem of Severed Fate today. Now I need to find the characters in the whole list and also remember which characters needed that set even if they are not having the gear in yet. So being able to just set an order myself would help a lot, so that I can group characters with the same artifact set together. The ordering shouldn't even be in hard system. We already have that already in the games with the player profiles. There you can also order your characters. Number 9. Character notes. In the same vein as before, I really need a tab in the game where I can put character specific notes in. For an example, let's say for my Toma. I really love to just put in another tab under, let's say, the profile, and then on the right there could open like a little note box where I can put in whatever I like. For example, talent materials I need, artifacts I need, what stats I'm looking for, so that I do not every time need to look into a guide again just to remember what the character needed in that moment, because most of the time the resin of the day will not be an upgrade, so there could be multiple days or even weeks until there's even an artifact that is good enough, and then I need to go back and look exactly what the character needed again. Number 10. Being able to see weapon effects in the game. In the archive, you can see all the weapons in the game. It would be nice if you could see the stats and effects of the weapons there, especially for weapons that we do not have on the account yet. Sometimes I hear X weapon is good on X character. Oh, okay, let me see. Ah, I don't have the weapon. Damn. Okay, time for me to go to Google and see what the weapon does, I guess. It really can't be that hard and should be a given that you can just see the effects in the game, especially when it's a 4-star weapon that is on a weapon banner and you would need to use fates to get the weapon in the first place. But in the end, those were 10 of the things I really would love to be added. I actually have a few more things, but that would have to wait for the next video. So subscribe to not miss the next upload.